Hello, let's talk about gearing your druid. This video can be used for all phases. A lot of you have been wondering about stats for the druid. Let's take a look at this. What's important is in order: hit chance, crit chance, haste, if there's ever such a stat on an item, agility, strength, flat attack power. Why is hit important? Well, if you have below 9% hit, you will have a chance to miss your abilities like mangle, shred, etc. When you reach 9%, you are unable to miss your attack. Granted, you might not be able to hit the cap, and sacrificing hit for crit percentage is what you should think about rather than attack power, for example. One full crit is close to a full hit in terms of DPS at 60. Right now, at 25, you can't get the hit you need, of course. Crit chance. This is huge stats for us. Later on in our talent tree, each crit will give you extra combo points, and that increases your DPS a lot. Plus, crits are just good as it is. A crit in cat form is 2 times the damage. Haste. This increases your melee attack speed, and as a feral druid, your base attack speed is 1 attack per second. You attack with your claws, not your weapon. This is why the damage on the weapon itself is irrelevant, and it's only something you carry around for the stats on it. Do not enchant plus weapon damage on your weapon. Agility. 1 agility gives you 1 attack power and 0.05% crit. For a full crit at 60, you will need 20 agility. In current phase, where max level is 25, you get about 2% crit for 20 agility. Agility is always going to be really powerful, due to it giving you both attack power and crit chance. Strength. 1 strength gives you 2 attack power in cat form. The talent Heart of the Wild will provide you with an extra 20% increase to your total strength in cat form. Attack power. Flat attack power is not as big as the stats above due to talents and buffs like Aspect of Lion and Blessing of Kings, which further increases your stats by 10%. Flat attack power is not increased with buffs like these, but it is still valuable, of course. The reason why agility scores slightly higher than strength is due to the crit chance you gain from it. Spirit and intellect is also useful for a feral druid, since with power shift, the more mana you have, the more shifts you can do. The more mana reg you have, the more shifts you can get as well. The mana cost for cat form is based on the mana you have without any intellect. Base intellect for 25 is 42 for a druid. Calculate your base mana like this. Let's talk about gear in phase 1. A lot of your prebis gear can be obtained rather easily. For example, from Reputation with Warsong Gulch, the Legionnaires band is rather one of your best rings. If you don't want to PvP/grind the Reputation, you could substitute this with Off the Tiger ring, if you can get hold of one cheap with good rolls of +4/+4. The reason why on stat weights it's better than Silverlane's Family Seal is because of the crit chance gain. This can be translated into all your gear slots. For weapon, if you really can't get a hold of the Smite's Mighty Hammer, you could opt for a +6/+6 weapon. It's definitely a lot higher loss of DPS to not get Smite's Mighty Hammer, but I understand some people just want something that's good enough. When it comes to your back, you want to hit rank 3 from PvP and get Sergeant's Cloak. Not only is it easy to get, but it's one of the best ones too. Of course, Off the Tiger Cloak is also going to be really good, but if you want to take into account that you get plus spirit plus intellect from it as well, this is rated higher. At rank 3 you also get a discount at vendors, so things are a little bit cheaper. Your best belt for this phase you will get from a quest in Ashenvale. Previous chest comes from a quest as well. If you can't find a group for this one though, you can just go for similar stats on auction house gear. Just because an item is green doesn't mean it is not good. This website, 60upgrades.com, is very valuable for you to find upgrade gear based on stat weights. You can change the stat weights yourself if you personally want to go for something different or want to theory craft yourself. The general accepted state weights for 25 is as follows: A link to import this stat weight to 60 upgrades will be provided in the description, as well as a link to the website. To sum it up, you want a healthy mix of all the stats for your druid. Crit chance is your friend. Is there anything else you want to see? Let me know. If you have questions, write a comment. As always, thank you for choosing to spend your time with me.